What's up guys and girls, welcome back to more commentary action from Final Fantasy X, the HD Remastered Edition. And in the last episode we pretty much completed almost everything we need to do in Kilika, and I'm going to head to the boat. But before I do, there's one small thing that I need to do.
Huh? Whoa!
There we go, good guy Tidus. And this is actually, I mean, when I'm usually playing through, I tend to do this when I'm first heading towards the forest. But because I was looking for the Bhed Primer, I forgot about that little kind of scene that we have there. So thanks to the person in the comments who pointed that out to me, and you know, for the rest of you guys watching who are knowledgeable about the game, if you see anything that I miss, feel free to let me know, because you know, it's live commentary, I don't really have a guide in front of me or anything, I'm just trying to do everything by memory, and there's just so many things to do and see in this game. There is a very high chance I'll probably forget some things, so if you see anything, feel free to remind me. We save this little girl. Does she have anything interesting to say? Yeah. Oh, okay. She's actually one of the best blitzers around, this girl over here. But we'll talk more about Blitzball once we actually get to Luca. Okay, that granny doesn't really have anything else that interests me. Let's embark.
Off to Luca at last.
Yeah.
The matches start soon as we get there, so rest up on the way, yeah?
Yeah, there is going to be quite a bit of conversation here, so I'll try to trigger all of the conversations that I can before we move on to slightly more interesting things. But there is some good story development here, and important dialogue actually. Okay, no suitcase to kick this time, but we do have a treasure chest, which I have missed on more than one occasion. Let's chat to the Luca Goer girlies and see what they have to say. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, they don't play around. What about you? The slutty goers. So the girls are slutty and the guys... So slutty girls and douchebag guys, huh? Interesting team. They're basically kind of like the high school jocks, to be honest.
They ask a fortune for rags in Bhed and Kilika. Well, me business is in shambles. What's an Aurochs to do, I ask ye?
Well, you can stop acting like such a big shot when you first meet someone, that's a good start.
Do mind spotting me some gill again, lad?
Yeah, okay. Again, because I haven't done too much random battling, I don't have too much skill, but every little helps.
I'll make it up to ye, that I will.
Yeah, you better. Okay, two lovebirds are over here. Let's try and interrupt them.
Some people can be so rude.
She's a real bitch. Don't always cracks me up. I do like her, she's an interesting mix. What else is there to do? We can head in here and there should be an Bhed Primer. There it is. Okay. Almost a fifth of the way there now. The next one's not until Luca, I think, so I have a little bit of time. So now there's going to be some conversation between Wakka and Lulu, and it's going to take a few minutes, so let's get into it.
Well, say something. You'll take responsibility.
Relax, he's bound to know someone in Luca.
And if not?
He could always join a blitz team. Anyhow, it's better than just leaving him in Bhed.
What? Just leaving him in Luca?
What do you want me to do?
Yuna wants to make him a guardian.
Oh, yeah, jeez. There's that too, eh?
And whose fault is that?
Not mine. It is mine, huh?
Even though I think Lulu's a year younger than him, she's so much more mature. Okay, so these are kind of optional. I guess if you want, you can kind of walk away from this, but...
Why do you think she wants to make him a guardian anyway?
Because he's Sir Jecht's son.
All right. Wait, you sure about that? He's really Sir Jecht's son?
It's hard to say, but Yuna seems to believe so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all you have to say?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to decide for himself, yeah? Well, him and Yuna, I guess.
You're right, for once. I wonder which is best.
Well, that showed me, so at least he has a little bit of maturity.
Why don't you tell him he should?
Should what?
Become Yuna's guardian.
Why me?
Because Yuna can't.
Why not?
He hates his father. What he was, what he did. Do you really think she can possibly say to him, I want you to be my guardian, like your father was to mine?
And you're being oversensitive. All right, all right. I'll try talking to him after the tournament.
Be discreet.
I know. It's his decision. He doesn't like his father.
Apparently, he told Yuna as much.
Hating your own father, huh? Sounds like a luxury to me. I don't even remember my parents. Can't say how I feel about them.
I was 5 then, so I remember mine a little.
Damn it! Sin just takes everything away from us.
Okay, I think there's one more. Oh, there's not. Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry. I need some time to think.
Yep, she seems to do a lot of that.
Go to bed, bud. Tournament starts tomorrow morning.
Okay. But yeah, me, I kind of had this... Oh,
Someone's bound to recognize you when they see your moves out there, huh?
I've always been obsessed with kind of stars and kind of space and that kind of stuff, so I do love the starry night here out in the ocean or the sea. It is a nice environment.
I do believe your Xanarkand exists. I really do, you know?
Well, at the end of the day, if Jecht is Vraska's guardian, and well, he's from Xanarkand, then either she doesn't believe her father, and she doesn't believe Jecht, or, you know, she has to believe. Even though the how is still very dubious, and we probably won't understand it fully until the end of the game. Okay, so there is a blitzball lying here, and some of you guys, if it's your first time playing through, you might just think nothing of it and walk by it. But if you do that, you'll be making a big mistake, because this ball here is pretty much the key to reliably being able to win the blitzball game that we're going to have in Luca. So let's check it out.
Well, well. Trying to follow in my footsteps, are you? I usually charge for lessons, you know. That shot is done like this. You can't do it, kid. But don't worry, my boy. You're not the only one. No one else can do it. I'm the best.
Okay, so here we have it, the Jecht shot challenge. Memories of that day still haunt Tidus and interfere with his concentration. Try to shake off the memories and successfully perform the Jecht shot. Now, it is in your best interest to be able to do this shot, and if you fail, then of course you can still win the Blitzball game in Luca, but it's going to be a little more difficult. So I'd advise you to probably save before you try this in case it doesn't work out. And I have still failed this. I think for the movie version I failed the first attempt. So sometimes you can fail it. So yeah, all it is just it's actually very simple, but for some reason either my controller sometimes plays up or something. There have been times where maybe twice out of 10 I'll fail it. Okay.
No, you're out of your league. No one else. No, you can't do it, kid. You're out of your league. Do it. No one can't do it.
So I think you have to get a certain amount of these, and
no one else can do it.
Should have enough. Boom. There we go. So he will now have the Jecht shot.
The best? Yeah, right. Huh?
Whoa! What's that called?
Doesn't have a name. Anyone can do it if they try.
Show us one more time, yeah?
Yeah, so there we have it. That was a Jecht shot, and these guys are going to now fail miserably in their attempts to try and learn it, and they don't end up learning it, so it's a bit of a shame. But Yuna was watching, and she has something interesting to add.
That was the Jecht shot, wasn't it?
How do you know that?
Sir Jecht showed it to me when I was a child. He called it the Sublimely Magnificent Jecht Shot Mark III.
Stupid name, huh? You know what? There is no Mark I or Mark II, you know? My old man said the name Mark III was just something to hook the crowd. He said they'd come back every night expecting to see Mark I and Mark II. And they really did come back. I used to get so mad. Is he alive, you think?
I don't know. But Sir Jecht was my father's guardian.
So he's famous here, too?
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
Uh-huh.
What would you do if you found him?
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago. Well, I'd probably just smack him one. After everything he put Mom and me through. And because he was famous, I was always... Well, you should know, Yuna.
Hmm?
Your father's famous too. Everyone in Spira knows him, right?
Hmm.
Ain't it tough?
It is hard to follow in his footsteps as a summoner.
Sure.
But the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
Well, there wasn't much to honor about my old man, that's for sure.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I got the right.
I guess you do.
Ow!
Show me that move again.
Yo! I didn't think my old man would come to Luca. He never did like watching other people play. But I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure, I had told Wakka I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all anymore.
Yeah, so obviously even though Tidus and Yuna's fathers are both famous, I think that's pretty much where the similarities end. They were certainly very different people. But he says something bad's going to happen in Luca, also something awesome is going to happen, so...
Over there, the ships carrying the players are arriving now. This would be dock number 2. All the way from Kilika, it's the Kilika Beasts. High Summoner O'Holland used to play for them, a big name to live up to.
I have to say one thing about the Japanese dub version of the game is that the commentators sound so excited. I can't imagine watching football in Japanese.
Their hometown was recently attacked by Sin. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Yes, Baba, they're going to be pulling out all the stops to try and bring back the cup this year.
Exciting, isn't it, folks? Our next team off the ramp is...
Ah yes, here comes everyone's favourite team.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Bhed Aurochs. They're a living, breathing team this bad. That's right, in 23 years, they've never made it past the first round. Only a few die-hard fans are in the audience today.
Best of luck to them and a safe journey back to Bhed.
Right, Jimmy? Moving right along, our next team is... Here they are, folks, our very own Luca Goers. They've got power, they've got speed, they've got teamwork. They're an all-round first-class team, and they're back home in Luca.
Without a doubt, they are the favorite this year, Baba. And after the way they dominated last year, it'd take a miracle for them to lose today.
You can say that again, Jimmy. Look at the crowd, folks. Look at the crowd. Looks like all of Luca has turned out to cheer the Goers on. They know, I know, and you know, folks. The Luca Goers are #1.
Yeah, it's like this every year, yeah? Don't let it bother you.
Stop right there, Goers! You guys are smiling now, but not for long! 'Cause this year, us Aurochs are taking the cup!
What in Yevon's name were you doing up there?
We sure stood out, though. We were on the sphere. We were. Maester Micah is here.
Already?
The number 3 dock.
What's up now?
Maester Micah has arrived, that's what.
Micah? Maester?
Maester Micah is the leader of all the peoples of Spira. He's come all the way from Bavel. The tournament is being held to honor his 50 years as Maester.
50 years? Shouldn't he be, retired by now?
Hey, mind your mouth now.
Let's all go see him.